Okay, real talk. You got the raise. You got the better job. You're making more money than you ever thought you would at this age, and you still feel broke. Not sleeping on a friend's couch broke, but that quiet, low-grade anxiety that never fully goes away, still there. The savings account that was supposed to be growing by now, barely moving. And you're sitting there like, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. But something is happening to you, and it has a name. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it is silently eating every raise, every bonus, every step forward you take, and replacing it with the exact same financial stress you had before, just with a nicer apartment. Here's how it works. The moment your income goes up, your brain starts doing something automatic. It recalibrates. The apartment you were totally fine in suddenly feels a little small. The car that got you everywhere just fine starts looking a little embarrassing. The restaurants you used to think were a treat become your Tuesday. Every single upgrade feels completely reasonable in the moment. And that's exactly why this trap is so brutal. It doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like progress. Look, let me show you the math, because this is where it gets genuinely uncomfortable. Let's say you get a $15,000 raise. You upgrade the apartment, $400 more a month. You start eating out more, $250 a month. You lease a nicer car, $380 a month. Gym membership upgrade, better clothes, a few new subscriptions. Run the numbers. That's over $1,200 in new monthly expenses, which comes out to about $14,400 a year. Out of a $15,000 raise. You worked harder, became more valuable, maybe even switched jobs to get that number, and you came out on the other side with $600 extra per year. $50 a month. That is what a year of career progress brought you in actual financial advancement. $50. And here's a stat that should genuinely bother you. A CNBC survey found that 36% of adults earning over $100,000 a year describe themselves as living paycheck to paycheck. 1 in 3 people making 6 figures. The Federal Reserve found that nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. These aren't people who never got the raise. These are people who got every raise and let their lifestyle swallow all of it. Now here's the psychology piece, because this goes deeper than just spending habits. There's something called hedonic adaptation. It's the reason the new car stops feeling special after 3 months. The reason the nicer apartment just becomes your apartment. The reason the treat becomes a Tuesday. Your brain is genuinely wired to normalize whatever you have, and then quietly want something better. The emotional high of an upgrade is real, but it's brief, and then the baseline reasserts itself. And now you need the next upgrade just to feel the same. And the companies selling you stuff, they built entire business models around this. Car leases aren't 3-year contract by accident. They're engineered to expire right when the novelty was off and you're psychologically ready to upgrade again. The treadmill is a product, so you're not just spending more money. You're running fast every year to stay in the exact same emotional place. Here's a metaphor that changed how I think about this. Your income is water flowing into a bucket. Most people's entire financial strategy is just get more water. Bigger job, better salary, side hustle, more water, more water. But nobody's looking at the holes in the bottom. And lifestyle inflation is the holes. The insidious part, every time you increase the water flow, the holes get bigger automatically. Not because you're reckless, just because that's what human psychology does. We expand to fill the space available to us. The people who actually build wealth aren't always the ones with the biggest streams coming in. They're the ones who patch the holes first. So what do you actually do about this? 3 things. And I want you to write these down. First, calculate your real savings rate right now. Take everything you saved or invested last month. Divide it by your gross income. Most people land between 3 and 8%. At that rate, you are not building wealth. You are maintaining the appearance of it. The wealth building floor most financial researchers agree on is 20%. That's the target. Second, use split allocation on every raise from this point forward. The moment a raise hits, before you mentally spend a single dollar of it, automate at least half of the after-tax increase into an index fund or retirement account. The other half is yours to enjoy. But protect that first half before it ever touches your checking account. Because once it does, it will disappear. I've watched this happen to smart, financially aware people over and over again. The checking account is where extra money goes to die. Third, and this is the hardest one, ask yourself honestly how much of your spending is actually about signaling. The nicer car isn't just transportation. The apartment in the better zip code isn't just a place to sleep. A lot of what we upgrade isn't for us. It's for an audience that isn't even paying attention. Morgan Housel put it perfectly in The Psychology of Money. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. The people you're trying to impress are too worried about their own image to think about yours. Meanwhile, you're paying $400 a month for that impression. Real wealth is quiet. The people who've actually built it aren't flexing. They are free. Free to walk away from jobs they hate. Free to absorb a financial crisis without going into debt. Free to make decisions from security instead of desperation. That kind of freedom doesn't photograph well, but it changes everything about how you move through the world. Here's where I want to leave you. You are not broke because you don't earn enough. You are stuck because your spending has been perfectly engineered by your own psychology and by an entire consumer economy built around hedonic adaptation to consume everything you make. The moment you really understand that, in your gut and not just your head, the whole game changes. Stop upgrading your lifestyle every time your income goes up. Start upgrading your future instead. That's the whole thing. Go do something with it.